Welcome to this video about attachment difficulties. What is attachment? At the beginning of life, the term attachment is used to describe the close, enduring relationship between an infant and their primary caregiver, usually their mother or father. Children develop attachment strategies as a way of seeking and maintaining a sense of safety. The quality of care a child receives in their early years shapes the types of attachment behaviors they use to feel safe. We all use our early attachment experiences to develop an internal framework of how relationships work. This guides us in what to expect from others. We anticipate the future based on what we have known in the past. Why is attachment important? Attachment affects our view of ourselves, for example, as good and lovable, or intrinsically bad and unlovable. Our self-efficacy, the extent to which we believe we can complete tasks successfully. Our social understanding, including the extent to which we can understand others and can form and maintain healthy relationships. Our expectations of future relationships. Our ability to experience and express empathy. Our ability to regulate our emotions and cope under stress. Our autonomy, the ability to be appropriately self-reliant whilst accepting help. Our openness to new experiences and exploration. And our theory of mind, the ability to understand what other people may be thinking and feeling. Secure attachment. Secure strategies arise from a child consistently experiencing a sensitive primary caregiver. This means that the parent displayed acceptance, cooperation, and accessibility. The child knows that their cries will be heard and understood, and thus their needs shall be met. Therefore, the crying ends when the need has been met and the child is soothed. The parent shows love, and as such, the child believes they are lovable. The child will view the world as a safe place, and therefore safe for them to explore. Securely attached infants are more likely to become self-aware, socially empathetic, and cooperative children, young people, and adults. They are more likely to be good at self-regulating difficult emotions and being resilient. Less secure attachment, attachment difficulties. There is an instinctive priority of attachment over the brain's exploratory system. Ensuring that we feel safe and secure is more important than learning. There are three main attachment styles that are less secure, with attention being the primary need. Insecure avoidant, insecure ambivalent, and disorganized. Some pupils in every classroom will have underlying attachment difficulties. For example, do they find it difficult to trust adults? Do they crave reassurance but question it when given and then seek more? Do they strive for high levels of control? Can they be defensive and confrontational? We are not restricted to one style of attachment. Behaviors and experiences are often complex, and therefore strategies used to feel safe may straddle two or more attachment styles. These strategies are also not set in stone. Signs of an avoidant attachment style. Pupils using these strategies within this type of insecure attachment may present as overly self-reliant and reluctant to turn to adults for help, dismissive of support when it is offered, wanting to take care of adults or other pupils, including perhaps younger or less able pupils, avoiding closeness with others, lacking confidence in their own ability, denying or not communicating their distress, fearful of failure, upset by making small mistakes, overly self-critical, focusing on what they cannot do, more focused on activities than people, withdrawn and quiet. Signs of an ambivalent attachment style. Pupils using strategies within this type of insecure attachment may present as clingy and highly dependent on others, possessive with peers, wanting to make their presence known, overly focused on their relationships with one or more teachers or teaching assistants, oversensitive to signs of rejection, hypervigilant and preoccupied, poor at concentration, finding it difficult to follow rules, and not understanding cause and effect, and therefore not learning from the consequences of poor choices. Signs of a disorganized attachment style. Pupils using strategies within this type of attachment may present as controlling of others or regularly trying to control others, wanting others to think that they are omnipotent and know everything, appearing to not understand their own emotions or the emotions of others, loud, aggressive, defiant, highly disruptive, obsessive about certain topics, compulsive and rigidly ritualistic in some of their behaviours, seemingly unwilling to focus on tasks, having poor stress tolerance, and overly using the fight or flight reactions with poor overall self-control and resilience. Attachment-aware strategies. Attachment strategies are malleable. Teachers and TAs are well placed to provide pupils with attachment difficulties with a more secure and healthy model of a relationship in which they can see themselves as good, other people as trustworthy, and the world as a safe place. It is crucial that routines and expectations are predictable and consistent, providing an overall sense of a reliable structure within a nurturing environment. All pupils, but especially pupils with attachment difficulties, benefit from regular opportunities to be cooperative with others, including group and paired work, ideally with pupils who present with more secure attachment. They benefit from clearly signposted beginnings, separations, transition points, and endings. Planned activities which are deliberately intended to calm and ground, for example, concrete, mechanical, and rhythmic activities. Being noticed or held in mind as an individual on a regular basis. The use of closed choices, allowing some feeling of self-control. Carefully considered adaptive teaching strategies and reasonable adjustments to help the pupils to self-regulate. Some of these strategies may be similar to those used for pupils who have neurodiverse profiles, for example, pupils who are autistic or who have ADHD. And they benefit from a calm, confident, and non-confrontational approach when behaviour needs to be addressed. The importance of key adults. We know that it's a difficult task for pupils with attachment difficulties to build up trusting relationships with their teachers and TAs, even when sound attachment-aware strategies are in place. It is therefore beneficial for them to work with one or more key adults in the school so that they can feel emotionally held and contained. The key adult may be a teacher, a leader, or support staff. The ideal qualities include being empathetic, resilient, imaginative, resourceful, calm, and unconditionally accepting. To build a strong bond, key adults might work with the pupil on a daily basis, or perhaps less often within the week, working from a designated safe space. Their responsibilities could include some of the following: providing check-ins, making connections on their behalf, attending to them when they're anxious, upset, and angry, co-regulating, commenting, providing a narrative, and wondering aloud, and helping them to repair ruptures in relationships. This is the end of this video. You can view more videos on this channel in the About series, including other About SEMH videos.